Thank you all for coming. We'll be starting in about 1 minute.
It's cool. You good. You got it. Hey, you doing it.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Today we have Darrell Miller and friends for helpful tips and independent filmmakers. Darrell Miller is an Indianapolis-based creative entrepreneur, filmmaker, and CEO of Royalty Virtue. Through his work in entertainment, artist development, and independent film production, Darrell has dedicated himself to helping creators bring their stories to life. Today, he'll be sharing insight on independent filmmaking, building projects on a budget, and finding creative ways to market and budget your work. For those that may not know who you are, that's their first time meeting you, can you explain a little bit about yourself and also introduce your guests?
Yes. So my name is Darrell Miller. I'm born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been filmmaking since 2018. At first, I was like just a hip hop artist, but son told me like let's try acting, like do something different. So when I came out with my first short film, The Boy in the Darkness, I fell in love with filming. Me and my friends and cousins and stuff like that did it. And then I did my second short called A Traumatic Stories, which then led to my first web series called Perigenics, which I won 5 independent awards with. And I just fell in love with the art of filming and acting, directing. I had other professionals that helped me along the way just by using our own resources. We didn't have a lot of money. We just came together just to bring something to have fun. And I got my partner over here, Liz, who's also in my projects and helped me out with not only my scripts, but acting in some of my projects. And we've been killing it ever since. You want to talk about yourself, Liz? Yeah.
So my name's Liz, aka Foxy Vixen. I've been acting, I'm a theater kid, so I've been acting since school, which I'm not gonna say how many years ago that is, it doesn't matter. It's been a lot of years though. But I did my first short film about 10 years ago and loved it. And then didn't do another one actually till recently when Darrell and I met a couple years, either at PopCon or Comic-Con, I think it was. And then we just were chit-chatting and kind of just hit it off with that. So, and did our first, I think the zombie one's actually the first one we actually filmed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been in talks with the other ones though for a minute.
Yes.
Definitely excited to get the ball rolling in the film. It's definitely something I love doing, being creative and having the opportunity to kind of just, you know, be someone else, do someone else like that. Well, do something else, maybe rephrase that. Sorry, pause.
No need.
I think everyone on here is over 18, something like that.
So you have starred in some of his films. You know, you've been a part of some of his films.
Yeah.
When it comes to creating independent film, what are the hiccups? Your first go-tos where it's like, okay, I may not have the money, I may not have all the resources, but as far as just like an everyday hiccup that most people will deal with when they start to create their own films.
If you have no budget, you're gonna come across people dropping out of your projects. You're gonna come across people not lending like their locations just to help you film. You got particular location. You just got script where people don't agree on your dialogue or don't agree on certain scenes, so it could come a battle with that, depending on who you're working with and the characters, and sometimes weather, or sometimes equipment that you have. Like a lot of things varies throughout the day you filming, or some people show up late, or some people don't show up at all because since they not paying, why should I show up? You know what I mean? So you got a lot of people who don't really believe in the project. They kind of just do it, try to put something on their resume, but then again, you got people that's actually really for the project. Yeah.
And is that how you two met? Because like I've seen you two work together several times. Is it more of a friendship when it comes to creating good film? Like work with people that you know are interested in your film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the collaboration there. I think that we both love that creative process, and so I think and I want to see Darrell succeed, and so I get excited about his ideas, and I know that like his passion is genuine too, so that gets me excited about wanting to help him out. So I understand. Like I said, the first film I did 10 years ago, that was a low budget. There was no pay in that either. It literally was the love for the creation, knowing that I'm part of something that is going to have an end result that I get to share with people, right? And most of the time when you do short films and you're working on a low to no budget, hopefully the director or producer, whomever is doing it, they're gonna at least be able to get you like on IMDb or some sort of credit, right, that you can show people, and you'll at least have that. So even though you don't have money in your pocket, you still have a way to show off that you did put this work into the end result project. And hopefully, again, like Darrell has said, whomever is creating this, that they'll put it in some sort of film fest or whatever, and if it wins awards, you can say, I was part of that. Like, I have this list or some sort of
Credentials.
yeah, credentials to fall back on to say. And not only do I have like little IMDb, which is kind of cool, but also this project I was part of won an award or won awards, and plural. It's just like that nice like gratification like you have. It's kind of like a little like wow, like I was part of that. Whether it's a very small like extra I was in it, or an actual like acting character. And so I just love that creation part of it, but I really love supporting people who have a passion. And so that collaboration, that is my, like, I guess, why I like to do these and help other people. Everyone usually has their why, but to answer your first question, the hiccups, I'm gonna go back to that. Only because Darrell had, like, every answer he had a common denominator, and it's people. People is usually the hiccup. He pretty much answered like all of them, but and it is like people can be fickle, and it's really, I think, underlying people is the communication. I think if you are working with a person, whether it's the director or writer or producer or a handful of people who has good communication, and from the very beginning they communicate, hey, this is low or no budget. You're not gonna get paid unless I'm paying you with pizza if it's a long day, or again, paying you with like an IMDb credit, or if we win awards, you'll get the credits for that, like things like that. But people need to understand that up front. And to some people, they're like, oh yeah, that's great. And then again, a week or so later, they're like, well, I'm not getting paid. It's like,
Yeah.
But some people, if it's not tangible, they don't quite understand it until a little bit later. But usually, if you are able to communicate your passion, and you're able to communicate like that excitement of the project, and you're also able to communicate, this isn't going to be done in a week, right? Film isn't theater. Well, theater doesn't get done in a week either, right? But film is a little different than theater in how it gets produced and edited and then thrown out to the community, right? And it's a different process. But if you're able to communicate that to people, especially if they're new, and just keep them updated on how things are going, and if there is hey, we had to rewrite this, or it's gonna take a little bit longer because of this, or hey, we're having to build the props, or whatever. The communication, I think, is key. and keeping people engaged and interested and understanding like the process and how it's going. So I think people and communication are probably the biggest two hiccups with everything.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
So, when you sit down and you write a film,
Mhm.
and you start thinking about, okay, do you pull from your own experience? Is it from the things that you've watched? And when you start to write out, do you keep those hiccups in mind? Are you like, okay, well, I want to, like they have AI now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So many people are using AI, like I can just make a whole movie in 20 minutes.
Right.
When you go to sit down and write, do you think about the budget, this, that? Does it keep you in a box? And how do you let yourself out of that box?
It does, like, when I'm working with, like, little to no money, I can look at what's my resources I got currently that I can pull from to make this work. And then I look at what free, like, locations I can use, what other resources do I got, the props, do I got the costumes, do I got the overall,
You gotta make them.
yeah, and cast. Like,
Yeah.
me personally, I use the same people in mostly all my movies because I know how dope they are and they helped me out in the past. And I know they work ethic, so I pull them back in and I create characters that fits their personalities so we can do it. So I don't have to always worry about somebody dropping out. I use the people just like Adam Sandler and stuff like that. It's smart because I don't always want to have to worry about somebody dropping out that I never met or don't know. And then if they a vital piece, now I gotta figure out who's gonna, take their lead role or something like that. If I work with the same people, I know them. So if anything, something happens, I know they believe in my word that it's not nothing like that. It's something personal they have to do or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. And when it comes to writing, I just look at everything, you know what I mean? What's my money like? What weather, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna do this in the summer, I'm gonna do it there, or,
So out in the crowd right now, do I have anyone that is an independent writer? Anybody currently? Oh, there you go. Do you want to discuss yours and where you are in that right now? Maybe ask some questions about it?
Oh, you know I'm gonna throw myself under the bus like that. I'm currently working on an experimental documentary film. So yeah.
You're working on an experimental documentary film?
Yeah.
Okay.
How exciting.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
What are some of the hiccups that you found so far? Are they some of the ones we've listed?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it's pretty much me, myself, and I kind of situation.
I got you.
Yeah, I only have. I'm directing and acting in it, for lack of a better description. I've got one other person who's going to be in it too, and I've got an editor lined up at the moment.
There you go.
I graduated from College of Creative Studies a couple years ago with a degree in film. She was an old classmate of mine. She had one of my projects before. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Does
Well, good
anyone-
luck. I hope we get to see it soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions at the moment? No? Okay. So, Foxy,
Yeah.
how did you get your name and how does it stick with you in your films? Like, is this like
Okay,
your
I'm gonna age
signature?
myself here. Okay, so
Okay.
when I was in high school, I graduated in '99, so I'm sure everyone in here is like way younger than me. But anyway, I came up with the name back then. I don't even know, like, it's just something that like an email. We had to make emails for for some things way back like when
Oh,
emails
was
would
your
start first.
email?
Yeah, it was like an email, like when internet first started, and like it was like an email that I just made up. And then so I just always had it, and then when like gamer tags and whatever, I kind of just kept it. It just kind of like worked, and so now I don't know. It just like now it's like all my things. So it's just, so like now all my like my server and like everybody like does all the cons and stuff with me. They just call me Foxy. So it just kind of stuck.
Did you like give her a personality? Like, so your character can change in any film.
Oh yeah,
But it's your name.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
all my
cool.
like credits will have my actual like street name on there,
Yeah.
but like I just for for cons and stuff, it's because my Discord server is like the same thing, and everyone just calls me Foxy for like continuity.
That is how you find it.
Yeah, I just
There
keep
you
it. I keep it kind of. I try to keep everything simple, and so.
Is that another tip to like make sure you're using the same name? Like I use the same name.
Okay, so
yeah.
you would think with me saying that, but then if you're out with me in public, I actually go by so many different names.
Okay. Depending on what neighborhood you're in.
I mean, but yeah, depending on how you know me. So I have my first name. Okay, I'm just gonna put all my business out there. So I have my first name Maria, and then so some people know me by that. I also go by Liz. I have people call me Liza, and I also have people call me my middle name Elizabeth. So although I just gave the whole like, oh, for continuity, you should go by the same name. Depending on how you know me, like outside of the con world, I actually have like it's endless
worlds. I got you.
and it actually gets really confusing, which is why I try to keep with like cosplay conventions and stuff pretty simple, because otherwise I'll lose my brain.
What about for you?
Yeah, I just used my middle name. I was like, I didn't like my first name, so I was like, I need a better name, like when you get into entertainment. So I was like, Darrell. Like I barely hear that name. It's rare, and it suits me because of my middle name, and I like how it's spelled. So I was like, yo, that's my name, like Darrell Miller. It's like I use my middle and last name. So I was like, yo, it just fits me and stuff. And then so everybody could call me that. Like whether you see me in the streets or you see me around wherever like that, just be easy
I
to
didn't
be
even know.
remembered.
I didn't even know you had a different name.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen it like once or twice, it'll throw me off.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people like, huh? Yo, like I don't know you by that, but I'm like, yeah, because I don't want people to know me by that.
It makes you think like how many other filmmakers like, is that their name?
Yeah.
Is this the name that they've created? Is that a good idea as far as like for me personally, I do a lot of different things and a lot of different arts. I just like to entertain
Yeah.
overall. So like depending on what type, like how you were saying, what type of environment I'm in,
Yeah.
depends on which name I
Yes.
use. But you're Darrell Miller for all of it.
Yeah.
Like for your acting, for your company, for all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Was that on purpose? Is that like a tip for other people?
Yeah, because I wanted it like to stick. You know what I mean? I think for it to stick and for people to be remembered, because your name, you know what I'm saying? When you pick a name, it means something to you. It's something you're picking. So for me to pick like Darrell Miller, it's like I want everybody to remember me as that name. So anytime, whether my profession or anything like that, whether I'm in my comic books, my films, my hip hop music, or anything related to anything I create, I want that name to stick where you like Darrell Miller. Because like I said, I don't really see it in Hollywood. I don't see it in other spaces. So I wanted a name that's unique and is uniquely spelled where people be like, I know that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy then, you know, so that's why I picked this.
Do you own your name?
Yes, it's my birth name. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean like, did you go out there and be like, hey, if I want to start making content with this name, I want to make sure that no one else, like with mine, I went and I made sure I got the Instagram and the TikTok and all of this in that name, so just in case somebody else wanted it.
Yeah.
Like, I picked Virgo 25 years ago, so now people, they want it and they can't get it.
Yeah.
Is that a tip that people should use to like make sure, like, say you want to come out with a certain name of something before somebody else grabs it?
Oh yeah, trademark that. It's an important thing as a filmmaker. If you create something original, I would say this: if you're working on original content or IP or whatever like that, you copyright it first. You can go copyright.gov. It's only about $55 to $83 just to do that if you got a lot of documents or whatever. Copyright your films first or your script. Then you want to trademark it if you're going to do something more than a film. Like say, if you got a superhero content film you want to do and it's original superhero, copyright that superhero, the script of it, and trademark the name if nobody ever has that name. So that means nobody will be able to use it, but then you have to buy different classes of that name depending on what you want to do with it, whether it's entertainment purposes, clothing line, toys, video games, or whatever you want to use it for. Make sure you trademark the word, and if it's a unique name that nobody has, if you're working on a project like that.
So it's sort of like how you've done your card game.
Yes.
Because you have a card game that you've already got the name for, like no one else can have.
No.
Right? Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that goes into your films as well?
Yeah, so my first, or not my first, but one of my short films called Evidential Miss. We did a short, it was low budget. We used my Android phone, did like a 20-minute short, but I was like, I want to do more with this. Like, the name is unique and cool. The characters is supernatural, crime type of investigation. So, and then me and my friend, I used to work at FedEx at the airport, and we used to play spades. And after playing spades, we just chilling before work, and before we go to work, I'm like, what if I turn this into a game? Like something quicker, like on your 15-30 minute break, wherever y'all got, you know what I'm saying? So I took my characters from Evidential Miss and started creating what type of card game it'd be. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know any of y'all play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch my friends play Pokemon, or I heard about Magic Gathering, haven't played it, but I heard people sometimes complain about it could be a little hard to play. So I just created my card game to make it quicker. And then once I did a testing on that, me and my friends did at CC Pizza, we got a good reaction of a kid playing. Yeah. Hey, look, we don't got the money to, you know, to rent a nice spot. We went to CC's and had like a kid, my friend's kid play it, teenagers, adults, and they loved it. They was like, man, I should tell my friends about it. I said, oh, yeah, we're doing this. So now I'm turning my card game now into an app game, and it's gonna be on Steam. But the overall thing is, when you think about your film or project, you can turn it into something bigger, even if it's a short. Like if you got a dope IP or something like that, don't just look at it as just a film. Think about merchandise, think about t-shirts. If you need to raise money for your projects, not just GoFundMe or whatever, think about posters. Like I allow my cast, just if I can't pay you, I allow you to make money off your own posters and off your own merchandise. All I ask is that I own these characters, but you can make money off of it. Just like how you see these celebrities making money off signing autographs and all that, I allow my cast to do that so they can make money. And they can make more money than I probably would have gave them. You know, so it's unlimited what you can have if I'm giving you a type of character, and then you can get your own booth and sell your own based on the character I allow you to play. So with me, I make films so my cast can make revenue. I don't just make movies just to make a movie. It's a purpose, because I want my cast to always have residuals, have money, things like that. They can travel to conventions, dress up like a character that I made for them. So as a filmmaker, think about that too. Like, what are certain things, if you can't pay your cast, how can you give back to them in appreciation for them being in your film?
So, question for you. When you've got all your logistics down, you've got everything, you've got your characters, you've got your budget, all of it's laid out, what's the first step that you should take before you ever bring it to the world? Like, should you have a viewing party of it? If based off of other people's critique of it, you know, say you've made this film, you've put no money in it, doesn't have much of a budget, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Do you continue with it, or do you say, oh, people are really into this, I should invest more into this?
Yeah.
Or should you just go with what you have?
Ooh, I know, right? You want it? You want this?
I mean, I'm not the one making films, right?
Yeah.
But I think it just depends.
But you make content, right?
Yeah.
So like, I make content too.
Okay.
Like, if I make a video and I'm like, oh, you could do better.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, even though I want to go do something else and I can just post it, you'll go back and you'll edit it a couple times. Is it the same in your film?
I mean, I guess if I were to go down a film route, whether it's a short, like 15-20 minute film or a full-on production, I think it depends on that particular project, right? Because I feel like that could be a road forever traveled, and you could fall down that rabbit hole like, oh, I can do more, I can do more. Oh, this got really great feedback, I'm gonna keep making it better, and then that would just be a forever project and it'll never get done, right? I think that is something as creators we could always find ourselves in this loop of, I need to make it better, I need to make it better, I need to make it better, because I kind of got either positive feedback, so, oh, I need it to be, you know, to get more traction, or, oh, somebody said it was blah, and so, oh, I need to go do better to make everybody happy, like whatever, you know, side of the fence that may have fallen on. So I think at some point, as the creator, we have to say, this is it, this is what I made, this is what I wanted, this is what I had written out, this is the idea, and we're here, this is what we're putting out. Like, if we keep messing with it, it's no longer gonna be that original idea. It's no longer gonna be this project, it's gonna be something totally different. And we're gonna find ourselves all the way out in left field instead of here at home base, which is where we wanted to be.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great question, right? Because it could, right? We could find our where, yeah.
Burnout, like,
Exactly.
how do you guys deal with the burnout feel of like, I really love my art, I really love making this film, but for myself, I don't even see where it's going,
Yeah.
or it's just in the writing stage. I know it could be a film,
Yeah.
but do you wait?
Yeah.
Do you keep looking at it, keep changing things, or do you say this is probably going to be a gem? Let me just put it
Yeah.
out.
For me, I'm always editing. I always tell people you gonna edit no matter what. You gonna edit before you film. You gonna edit during while you filming, because not everything gonna go right. You're gonna be like, this don't sound right. So you gonna edit along the way. And me, if I have trusted people in my corner, I go to them like Liz. I go to, hey, what do you think of this idea, or what do you think of this script? 'Cause I trust her judgment. So I go to her and she'll let me know how she feels and stuff like that. And other people I use as well, but I'm always editing the process, trying to make it better. And I use any type of resources. And I understand people hate AI and ChatGPT, but sometimes
That's
you.
my therapist. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah,
I use
look.
it daily.
Sometimes certain resources can help you think of outside the box you need to think of. I'm not saying it should be your base. Don't allow that to be your base, but you can use it as a resource to try to pull something from it that you didn't think of. Like when I use ChatGPT, I already got my creation. I already created whatever. I just ask it, what do you think of this? And it will let me know, this is strong, this could be its weakness, maybe you need to think a little deeper. So I don't use it as I'm gonna use their whole script. I'm using okay, what I'm not getting out of this.
You're not
Like,
using it to make the creation.
No.
You're asking basically you're asking it like a friend, like, what do you think about this?
yeah, from different people.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask a whole lot of people. I'm not just asking ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask my friends, who do you think it is? And I pull from all sources, because I don't believe it should all. Not everything has to just be from your brain. Not everything just has to be from you, because you will wear yourself out and tired and you don't know everything. So the good thing is to just pick resources, watch other movies and ideas, and have mentors in the film genre and sets and stuff like that. And just ask. There's nothing wrong to ask. There's nothing wrong to feel like you just don't know.
Are there any apps or websites that people can use for editing? And are there any sites that you can offer people?
Fiverr, if you need artwork, if you looking for real illustrations, posters, contracts for NDAs or anything, I go to Fiverr. You can find people from around the world that can be cheaper than if you use people from the US sometimes. Those are the people I like to use. To make my comic, I use a lady from Mexico to make my comic book and stuff, and then they'll show you the sketches, they show you the steps and all that. If you're not sure of, I use Fiverr. I know people use CapCut. If you want to edit, I use this thing called Filmmaker because I got Android just to learn how to edit films and put music behind it and stuff like that. So I use a lot of stuff because I don't have a laptop, so I use my phone a lot. So I'm trying to learn ways I can use phones to make content and things like that. But yeah, I just use those type of resources just to get what I want. But I would tell people go to Fiverr. Fiverr is a good app just to get and meet new people, new artists around the world, or people in businesses and things to help you, editors, people do VFX for you and stuff like that. So Fiverr is a good one just to have and to talk to people and figure out which one you want to use to build that relationship on your project.
Yeah, as far as editing, there's so many options. So for the cell phone, I would say CapCut's probably an easy one to use. if you're on TikTok, TikTok has its own, I think, editing,
Effects.
The editing
yeah,
tool.
the tool. I don't know,
Yeah.
words are hard today. On my laptop, I have DaVinci, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use. It's any of those editing software, like it does take a while to kind of get used to
Yeah.
doing, especially if you've never like
Watch
really
the
done editing
YouTubes.
stuff.
Yeah,
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 YouTube,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then me, I just get on there, I just goof around, take a couple pictures or a couple just random videos, and I'll just mess with it, just to kind of get used to the tools themselves and what things do, because I'm more of a hands-on learner anyway. But I have DaVinci on my laptop. I use it a couple of times, but I honestly don't have all the stuff to edit. So I have it, but I just not gotten quite that far into my content yet. But yeah, CapCut is a good one, especially on the cell phone, or maybe even like tablets. And then it's just very user friendly for like smaller like screens. And then yeah, I'm saying that's probably the ones I personally have used myself. Yeah.
So I noticed this thing on Darrell's Facebook. He has this reoccurring message that every single post you make,
Yep.
it says, "Hey, I'm an independent filmmaker. You can find all of my information here." Every single thing you post. Are these things, are these tips that would like definitely help when you're starting out? Like, and how does someone do that for their own?
Because I believe, on Facebook, I'm a digital content creator, so I get paid for making content. So I made it where if people are really fans of me, they can subscribe to my page and, keep updates on what I'm doing. But I do it because you got to get annoying. We in a new generation. You can't just try to just be too quiet. You can't just try to. It's all about building relationships, networking, and being annoying. You gotta be annoying in today's society. I'm just gonna tell you for real. If you really want people to invest money into you, you gotta have a good following, or you better know somebody that has money. There's only two options. You either know people that can sit you down with some people with money and investors and things like that, or you have to be big on social media because they are taking over. Now that you're seeing in movie theaters, YouTubers are making real movies in theaters, right? What was that movie that just came out?
Oh, that Mark Player movie.
Yeah, what was it? Huh? Yeah,
The back ones was
Back-
by a YouTuber?
yeah, wasn't it?
Backrooms also.
Backrooms. It was another one too.
Iron Man was the microplayer movie
Yeah.
that came out like a
Yeah.
year ago.
And I don't know if you know about Chris Duckman. He just released one too, and he's a YouTuber. Like he does like reviews on movies and stuff. But now you got these YouTubers. Why? It's because they got a fan base, and more people with $1 billion monies or companies trust them more that can bring seats into the theater. So now you're going to see them taking over. So, and that's another thing. Your film don't have to be perfect. You just want to be consistent.
Yeah.
The main thing is being consistent, because there's people like I watch called RCD World. Some of their stuff used to be like not the best quality, but they built themselves up to get better quality. And only that, now they got their own convention. Now they doing their own thing in Texas where 20,000 people showing up to their convention because they was consistent. And not all of their work was great at first, but people loved it and was watching. Now they get millions of views and meeting LeBron James and all that because they are consistent. Not all your stuff has to be perfect. You just want to keep doing it because you're going to then find your way, your art, your style compared to the others and find your team. It's all about finding your team. The main thing, you want to find people that work hard just like you. Stop being around lazy people. Stop being around people that just want to do one day, don't want to do another day. Once you become a filmmaker or anything you want to do in life, you got to put all into it. It's not a get quick scheme or I'm going to get rich or I'm going to just be this big star. You got to put in the work. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to meet people. You got to get in front of people. That is your main thing to do. You got to just, celebrities out here, man, go talk to them. I'm pretty sure a lot of them is nice. I just filmed yesterday, me and my friend Erica just filmed yesterday with an actual Power Ranger, Roger Velasco from Power Rangers in Space. And I got that role because I actually asked the director on Instagram. I was like, can I play the Black Ranger? He said, let me see your acting reel. And I did, showed it, and I became the Black Ranger. And I actually got scenes with Roger Velasco. And that's like my childhood. So you gotta do things outside your comfort zone just to make it here in the film world.
I believe that goes for most entertainment.
Mhm.
Anything, like with me and music, you have to. So the same thing goes with film. Me and music, I have to go to the shows.
Mhm.
I have to go rub elbows with the people, figure out how they do it, look at their schedules. When you're writing these films, you gotta go to these shows.
Mhm.
You gotta you knew the films that are coming out.
Mhm.
You gotta know your stuff and be the king or queen of your own element.
Yeah.
And then it'll help you find your thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because you're gonna mess up. Like it's not gonna, nothing's gonna be perfect. But as long as you realize that you having fun and you around good people, you're gonna get better as you go. Just write it down. Like, oh, this is how I do better in my next film, or this is what we can do. But don't try to look for perfection. Just create, have fun with a group of whoever you work with. Just have fun. As long as you around good energy and y'all have a goal, have a goal too. Like, are you just gonna put it on YouTube? Are you gonna put it on Facebook, Instagram? Are you gonna start trying to get it on Film Hub where you can get distributed on Amazon Prime and stuff, or Tubi, or anything like that? Have a goal and make sure you and your team is working together all the time just to get to that goal. And sometimes your film does get pushed back. Wherever you need to do this to get that goal, do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is your baby. Every film project is your baby, so just take care of it. But enjoy the ride, it's a journey. You know what I mean? You're not, it's nothing you're gonna get rich quick or something, but just have fun.
And try to, and if I would have any advice, try to go and submit your things.
Yeah.
Every chance you get.
Mm-hmm.
Every chance you get, submit it. If it's an independent film, there's no money from it, but it's at the art museum and you get 20-minute show. You
Yeah.
get 20 minutes to show your art. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it every single time. I have an opportunity to sing at a farm.
Yeah.
I don't farm,
You're
but
right.
I get to go sing in front of plants and have a great experience. Take it,
Yeah.
because you only live one time. You're going to be your worst judge.
Yeah.
Every single time. You're going to hate your films. You're going to hate what you're creating every single time, but it's you.
Yeah.
So deal with that, and you'll find it.
And going back to what she was talking about, like 20 minutes and stuff like that. When you do film festivals, they like short films because it's easier to get through and watch. They don't want to go through a whole hour script, even scripts. You do not send anybody trying to do a pitch deck with and all that. Do not send them a 100-some page script. They're not gonna read it. Never read it. They're gonna probably read the first 3-5 pages and go. And if it don't reach them, then they're gonna skip
Just
you.
gonna let it go, yeah.
Yeah. So don't think of just creating this big thing and send it to somebody. The movie Saw, the Saw movie got created from a 10-minute film that was in film festival and got funded because somebody believed in it. They didn't do an hour or so film on Saw first or anything. They believed in it, so they did a 10-minute thing. People loved it, and they funded the whole series or whatever like that. So think short. Start, if you just started filmmaking, I would suggest do 2 to 3 minute short film. Work your way from that, then 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 20. Build yourself up. You don't want to do a big project your first time because you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be mad because you're trying to do so much at once. Now, take your time. Even
Build
me.
it up from think like an elevator speech
Mhm.
for your project.
Yeah.
And then build it up from there. So like a 2-3 minute teaser, and then you build it up from what your project is going to be from there.
Yeah, keep your script, but do something in a short. See if you could turn that long lean script into something short so you can showcase people, put it in film festivals, because film festivals do cost some $5, $10 submissions and all that. But even if you don't, but even if you don't win, you can meet those people at festivals and network. I met people from the UK, I met people from LA. Hell, I was on a panel with the guy that made Final Destination. You know what I'm saying, Jeffrey, I met him, I was literally sitting right next to him talking to him. So the more you get out here and make your name present and you showing, hey, this is what I do, hey, is there a way I can show you some of my stuff, or, just
Be annoying.
Yeah, be a fucking annoying, you
Yeah.
don't,
Be memorable.
Yeah,
Maybe you
be-
should say that.
Yeah, I mean, the same, yeah, but you know, you want to be repetitive a lot of times when you post stuff and let people know your name, and so people can take you serious. Unless they see from you, they don't really take you serious like that. So you definitely build your following, build relationships, network. Those are your keys to get your films made.
One of my favorite short filmmakers right now is Alter. I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Alter. Yeah, I knew you did. I knew you did. The Man in the Box. Oh man. So these films are like 10 minutes long,
Yeah.
and they are so creepy, and they're all different, and they're all created by independent filmmakers.
Yeah.
And you never really know what you're watching
Yeah.
until like 10 minutes and you're like, oh my god, why did she just get sucked into the wall?
Yeah.
It's like so perfect because everyone's idea of art is different.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna paint a picture different, everyone's gonna create a song differently. You're never gonna do it wrong. The only way to do it wrong is to not do it, is to not try.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, you're making your film over there, keep going.
Yes.
If you're interested in making a film, keep going. Because you, at one point, were like, I kind of want to make films.
Yeah.
And then you just started.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it be. You, sir, what you want to do?
I do some writing and some editing. I'm a big editor. I was actually elected the head post-production editor in my college sketch comedy group.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow, that's exciting.
We actually just wrapped up doing editing for a short film that in my hometown.
Okay. Are you from Indianapolis, Indiana?
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne? Oh, you not far?
Yeah, I actually am visiting the college friends, and we decided to come up here for Comic-Con.
Well, I'm glad you did.
So what is your goal? Is your goal to always edit like other film projects, or do you want to do more like directing or create your own film?
I am looking to create my own films
Okay.
eventually, but like editing is probably my strong suit.
Yeah. Well, hey, we always looking for editors and filmmakers. We always want to collab. So any of you want to collab with any of us, just I can give you out my Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You can always hit me up. We can always network. We can always work on something because we always create something. So you'll never be bored, or you know what I mean. So we can work with you, and then y'all have a project and need help. Let me know. I can. Well, yeah, we can network. We can get you in the right direction. Even if I can't do it, or Liz or Earl can't do it, if we can't do it, we're gonna give you the right direction to meet somebody that can do it.
So before you leave, make sure you get our information.
Yeah.
We're all in different worlds of the world.
Of the world, yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any questions? We're wrapping it up to our last couple minutes.
Yeah.
You in the back.
Yeah.
Yes,
What you wanna do, man?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm a filmmaker at PFW at Fort Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fort Wayne again. Okay, cool.
I've made about 6 short films,
Yes.
and I later want to make a animation movie, and
Nice.
Oh,
that's the end goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. I love that.
So, do you need voice
I was
actors?
just about to ask.
Yeah, because we do that too. If you need somebody, like we got you on that.
So far, I want to make it like an indie project. So,
Yeah.
it's gonna take me a long time to learn, like Blender, the software,
course.
and I'll see about it.
I better say, get our information because we might know some people that can help you with that, so you're not doing it by yourself. Don't try to always think you have to do it all by yourself.
Yeah.
We got people that can help you with that. I know people that do 3D models and working with animations. We got to do voice acting on video games and stuff like that. So we got people. So don't be afraid to ask, man, because if you got something that dope and what you're working on, get to it, man. For real, you got it.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, that, man.
You don't get away.
I know I'm working on doing like more stop motion videos. I've seen a lot of stop motion videos, and that just kind of calls out to me because I'm like, oh, I like stop motion because I've kind of watched some films that do somewhat stop motion. I'm like, that interests me a lot.
Oh, I love. You said stop motion?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
Okay. That's what you're working on currently, stop motion?
Yep.
I feel feel like that's like a lost art, so that's actually really exciting.
First stop motion on my YouTube channel. There's a short little transformation stop motion.
Okay. How long did that take you to make that?
Surprisingly, not that long. Kind of felt
Looks
more
like y'all
natural.
need to talk to each
I
other.
know, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you information. Look, I'm getting everybody information back here. If you're a filmmaker, we're gonna connect. I'm telling you, nah, keep doing what you're doing because we need more art. We need different type of filmmaking, design, and because it's building. The more you seeing more a different type of art being created. So keep it going. And like I said, the more you network and work with people, you'll see it's gonna come quicker than what you expect. It's just about you opening your mouth because they call it spelling words. It's a spell. So when you say it in existing, you keep saying it, it's going to bound to happen.
Yeah.
You want to keep telling yourself that. Don't worry about nobody around you, whatever. To you, believe in yourself. And if you're not around people that's doing anything, get it from them and get around people that's actually doing something in your field. The problem in this world and people, you get negative because you're around negative energy and negative people that's not doing what you're doing. You need to be around people that actually doing what you're doing, and even on a higher level. You never want to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
I will tell you that. You never be the smartest, because the smarter person in your room, then you shouldn't be in that room. You know what I'm saying? My mentors are billionaires or millionaires, or they doing great stuff, better things than me and all that, and I'm happy for that because I get to learn. I can't learn if I'm around somebody that, I'm constantly teaching them, you know what I mean? Or they doing other things that's not in my field, so we can't help each other out. But get around people that actually do what you're doing on a higher level. Just talk.
And believe in you.
Yeah, and believe in you.
Like, you don't want to just follow them and then,
No.
oh, another follower, somebody to
Yeah.
be behind me. No, like, he reached out to me. I believe in you. I
Yeah.
believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll take PTO and enjoy Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah,
And
man.
it goes a long way.
Yeah. How about y'all back there? Y'all filmmakers too?
Picking up this kid,
Oh, okay.
I want to make mini cooking films. Like,
Okay.
you know, the little mini kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're talking about, yeah, like the little frog one? Yes!
Yeah.
I wish I could make those. I have
They
no
are
type
so
of
fun.
filming
Yeah.
of making a video, but I got a lot of
I mean,
tips here today.
I was like, I've made cooking videos, but
No,
not
this
the
is different.
mini
This is
cook-
like
no,
with
no,
the
no.
yarn, dude.
Oh, I know
He's
you're
made
talking
out
about
of
that. I
yarn.
was like, I do not have that skill.
What is
Yeah.
that called? Is that the short film he was talking about? Stop films?
Like
Oh, stop motion?
Stop
I think
motion.
so.
Is that
Would that
what
be
it is?
considered stop motion kind of? Under the same
We
umbrella?
want to
kind
do
of?
the
Yeah.
same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
see,
it.
you guys need to connect.
And my brother Miles over here is a talented actor himself over here, getting a lot of roles and doing
Yeah.
big things. So it just, everybody just have fun, network, talk, get as many roles, be around other sets. And
Yeah.
this is what I learned too, being in commercials or other films when I help them out. I'm learning from them too. Never feel like you know everything or whatever. You can always learn something from somebody else, a different skill. Just watch them. You can be like, man, they did something like that. That's dope. Let me try to do that or learn my own way and stuff. But learn from everybody if you
But
can.
don't compete.
I was gonna say.
No competing. Just be the best you.
Yeah.
That's the only person you compete with is your best version of you.
Yeah.
Only you know your goals, where your end goal is. Nobody else. You know what I mean? So just keep working at it, keep grinding. Most important, have fun doing
And to piggyback off what you were saying, like, when you're on set, like, or if you're doing different projects, like, if you see something that interests you, you're like, dang, like, that's really cool how they do the lighting or whatever, and like, you have extra time in between, like, maybe your role and someone else's, or you're just kind of an extra, so you're just like hanging out until they need the extras. Like, ask if you can learn the lighting,
it. Yeah.
or ask if you can, like, hey, can I just sit back here behind the camera and like kind of watch what the director does, or whatever. Like, ask those questions. Like, learn those extra skills if you can. Like, ask if you can learn. Like, you may not be ever proficient enough to necessarily do it unless you just keep learning it, obviously. But if you know and understand those behind the scenes aspects and how they work, that will obviously, right, like, transpire into whether you're acting or if you're a director, but you understand obviously how the, like, well, I guess a director should know how it
Yeah.
works. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but when you in one main role understand how all the other things work,
Yes.
it's going to like show, because then you're gonna be like, oh, if the lighting is this way, I should face this, or I should do this, or that they're kind of wanting this mood, so I should be like this. So you're gonna have a better understanding and realization of things as well as just whatever your main goal is and how everything else works. And it's gonna make you easier to work with as well, because you're gonna have to be less told.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
all.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate you showing up.
Thank you. I
Make sure
appreciate
you
it.
come up and speak to me.
Yeah.
Foxy over here.
If you want our information, come up here and we can exchange. We're willing to work with anybody. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yes. Yes. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in Fort Wayne. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I'm looking to support it. I think it's definitely let you know. Like definitely send me stuff. And I definitely share all this stuff. Yeah, nice to meet you. All right, my brother, how you doing, man? I know you hot in this suit. You know? Right. Hey, I got some good news. I want to show these in our group chat, but I'm trying to wait because the lady that took my car just into it. Making sure she gives me the quotes for that. I'll share it. No,